Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about the Superman trailer again because I'm seeing a whole bunch of people that are like, "This is my Superman," where they're showing him being passionate about saving the day and not thinking about the ramifications of his decision or whatever. Like, in the trailer, he having an interview with Lois Lane. Like, I think a lot of people are thinking like this is just like the average conversation between Lois and Clark, but they're like, "Oh, he's just having a conversation," and I'm like, "No, he's not having a conversation. Remember, he is supposed to be Superman in this moment." She literally put a tape recorder right there to record him, and he should be presentable as Superman. You get what I'm saying? Not this jokey nonsense or anything, not this passionate or irrational person. Like, y'all have to think about it. There's a difference between a personal conversation and a professional conversation. Remember, Lois is being professional in this moment and she's asking him the hard questions. Superman getting frustrated with her answers, with her questions, and then, raging kind of out at her with his response about, "I didn't know it was wrong to save people." It's just like, bruh, be so for real. And it goes back to, once again, a lot of y'all claim that y'all know Superman and or claim that y'all read comic books, but then y'all don't, because there's been plenty of comic books where we've interviewed Superman. Hell, you can even watch Superman and Lois right now to see Superman being interviewed by Lois Lane. And even then, let's go back to y'all favorite movie, Christopher Reeve Superman, right? When Lois Lane interviewed Superman, ask yourself, was Superman being irrational with his response? Was he genuine, right? He was being genuine. He was answering her questions very professionally, and he might have chuckled a little bit or whatever, but that's fine. But what you don't want to do, because this is even in real life, if I'm sitting down for an interview and I'm being asked questions, I can't have an outburst, because if I'm already being criticized for the tough things I've done or whatever, and I'm trying to get the American people on my side, or I'm trying to get the world on my side, me having a emotional outburst or quote unquote passionate outburst that a lot of y'all like to say towards my interviewer isn't going to make me look good. It's going to make me look irrational. You get what I'm saying? So you can't have a scene like that where you're just sitting up here talking and we're supposed to be professional, and then I jump out my seat and was like, "I'm trying to protect people. I didn't know it was wrong to save people." Nobody said that, but why are you having such an emotional outburst about it? You get what I'm saying? Because the people are already wary of you. People need to understand he's an alien. He's an alien. He has godlike powers, and he went over to a country during a war that I think the United States stayed out of or are talking about or whatever and stuff like that. He put his foot in. He put his foot in his mouth with going over there, and yes, he was saving the day, but to completely stop whatever was going on between whatever country or whoever, you created an international incident, right? And then it's like, and then people are trying to be like, "Oh, this is the most emotional we've ever seen," because we didn't see that from Henry Cavill Superman. Because Henry Cavill Superman has a persona to show, because he continues to save the day. Like it's like y'all missed all the scenes of where he is saving the day and people are still criticizing him, but he's still saving the day. You get what I mean? And stuff like that. So when we're talking about criticizing Superman, why would Superman have an irrational response when he's being interviewed? That's why you had those quiet moments between him and Lois and him and his mom, where he was able to open up and stuff like that. Where he was like, "Mom, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing." And then when he's talking to Lois, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's kind of funny, like y'all ignore those quiet moments. That's more personal. When I'm having when Somebody is trying to think or trying to wonder if they're doing the right thing. Being irrational, being emotional in a moment like that isn't helping. That's why he retreated quietly to his mom. That's why him and his mom was quietly able to have that conversation. And she said what she said. She said, "I never wanted this world to have you, right? Be their hero, be whatever you need them, be whatever you need them to be, or don't be anything at all. You don't owe this world a thing. You never did." And that's a powerful message because think about it. He's doing the right thing, but he's constantly getting criticized from the world, whether he's doing the right thing or not. So again, you have this moment where you're just like, okay, do you want him to not save the day, or do you want him to save the day? He's hearing all of this. A lot of y'all forget he's hearing a lot of this stuff. So what is he supposed to do? Be irrational about it, or do you be rational about it? You be rational about it. You don't be irrational. You don't jump up and scream and shout at the person that you're interviewing, because guess what? That's going to be on recordings. That's going to be on film, and then people are going to be like, well, why he's so irrational? Why he couldn't just sit there and explain himself calmly? You get what I'm saying? If people are already afraid of you, already, you're doing an interview and you're screaming at your interviewer because you're passionate about something, is not going to help the situation. And it's quite ignorant that a lot of y'all really sit up here and think that, oh, we can have this we can have this Superman who is sitting up here being passionate, being a crybaby, whining about he didn't know if it was that it was so wrong to save people. Yes, nobody's saying not save people, but there are contexts between everything. There are politics, there are world politics. You could have created an international incident. You raging out like that doesn't help the situation. And that's why it's inappropriate for him to be doing that. I hope you guys kind of understand why I'm saying that, because a lot of y'all keep trying to say, oh, ain't nothing wrong with him being passionate. Nobody's saying that, but he's in an interview with someone and the world already side eyeing him. It don't make no sense for him to outburst against Lois Lane, especially when when y'all trying to be professional. Because not only does it make her look bad as an interviewer, it makes him look bad as an interviewee because he can't control his emotions. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.